Hello everybody, this is Icy Turbo, and as you may see, this is the brand new Priest Arena run that has been on a very big hiatus, and of course the reason being is that, as you may not be able to tell, the mic quality is fantastic. I actually spent the month saving up and making sure to get a brand new microphone, one that would actually give good quality for you, the viewer, because frankly listening to bad mic quality can be a little bit annoying, so I understand that. That's why it's been delayed so long, but let's not get back into it. Let's just hurry up, get into a next arena match. Let's go. Now, I haven't been playing any Hearthstone whatsoever since I made the last video almost a month ago, I believe near January, so I apologize if my play is a little bit sloppy, but hopefully, at the same time, we should be able to find a good match, and as I said previously in other videos, this deck is not necessarily the best one that you could draft ever, as I didn't get a lot of the really good cards, but hopefully we do well. I'm hoping to at least get at least 3 wins total, maybe if I'm very optimistic. So, with that being said, all we have to do is wait for the wheel to turn. And the wheel to turn. Alrighty, perfect. There we go. We're now going to get into a match. Now, as a priest, for anyone who is just joining us or I haven't seen the first 2 videos, priests are really good at healing, they're really good at very select removal, they're really good at early plays, and they're really good at the very late. Their middle ground is where they get really bad. And we're going to be fighting a hunter. These guys usually don't do too bad. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to get rid of this card and this card. The reason why is that a lot of hunter cards don't really need silence, or, you know, it's kind of a hard decision, honestly. I could get all of these, but if I had to pick any of the ones that really are needed, probably the Demolisher. A lot of hunter cards have a lot of 3 damage and 2 damage stuff, and so I don't want to necessarily take these out right away, so we're going to do this. Hopefully we're able to do something perfect. This is actually the #1 play I always like to go for every single time I play the game, is for Divine or Argent Squire. The reason why is that the Argent Squire just trades with everything so well. For example, we'll trade with this too. So let's just put it right on the field. And the turn, of course. And if you don't know, the reason why Argent Squire is such a good 1-cost card is because I can actually remove it from the field, and even if he does 4 damage to my character directly, which I'm fine with, even if he does that, I still get to get rid of his monster, and now I have board control, and I don't actually mind that. In fact, what I'm going to do is do a coin into Demolisher. So first, let's get rid of this. And there's a little bit of lag for some of this, so I apologize for that. And the second thing we're going to do is go coin into Demolisher as soon as it comes up. Once again, I apologize for the lag issues, but it seems to be maybe because my computer's running weird, so apologize for that. So with that being said, let's end the turn. What's great is that priests have a silence that costs 0 mana, and that in of itself is fantastic. That's why I have it in the deck, just in case. For example, look at this. If this Demolisher hits him once, then I can actually take it out of a 1-1 and I can trade, and now it's just a 2-1, which is a fantastic trade for me. Let's actually get the Light Well out, so I want to be able to heal quite a lot, and let's go for the 1 trade right away. And what this does is that it will get out a 2-1, and that 2-1 will be off the field. Let's just deal a little bit of plink damage, don't want too much, and the Light Well will heal me at the start of the turns, or it'll heal this up. So it's going to be very hard to remove this if he doesn't actually have a kill command, a deadly shot, or whatever he needs to actually get off the field. So right now we're actually doing not too bad. He did a little bit of early damage, but early damage in this game isn't actually a big, you know, point. Really the best thing to do in matches is to try to get rid of monsters on the field and get board control. That's the most important thing you can do. And as you can see, his main thing right now is just taking me out personally. And so, this is why Demolisher is so good. I just took out a 3-2 without even having to try, and I now have the ability to heal this guy up without necessarily losing the damage. So, we're going to summon our own Harvest Golem, who's going to be very, very good. And we're also going to, as soon as it allows me to, be able to attack other things. Now, we could Holy Smite one of these, but that's a 2 damage card, and even though it's 1 mana, you know, I think we might actually Holy Smite one of these. The only reason I say this is because we have the healing potential to heal up a lot of these creatures, which he can't take out in 1 turn. And I kind of want to get rid of one of these creatures so that I can efficiently trade, and then I can heal up. So let's go for the Holy Smite. Let's get rid of this. Because regardless, we're just going to have to get rid of something. And then let's just take this out. And once again, guys, I apologize for the lag. It just seems to be one of those games. So we're just going to continue on. And I have a lot of good control right now. If he tries to go for some AoE damage, I have the Dark Scale Healer to heal both me and the other characters. I also have a Silence if he summons anything big. And I also have Holy Fire, which I can actually play in 2 turns, which will deal 5 damage and heal me up. So it's going to be pretty hard to get rid of me. And perfect. That's actually exactly what he needed for that specific situation. But luckily, I was able to summon this. And it's very hard to take this out if you can't target it. So what we're going to do is wait for the summon to come up here. That was probably the best play he could have done, simply because he needed to get rid of the Demolisher because it was taking out his creatures, and he needed to get rid of that Light Well because it was going to start healing me up for way too much. But now he's left his board clear, and I was able to summon 5/5, so I can actually take out something powerful without actually having to deal with it. And he can't target it because he doesn't have the ability to. The only thing that he can use at this point is a Flare, which most hunters don't have, which reveals stealth units and destroys secrets, or he'll have to use another explosive shot of some kind in order to get rid of it. And it looks like he's going to go for a card draw. I apologize for a sniff, by the way. So we have the Leok, and we also have the Buzzard. And let's see, what's the best play for right now? Well, we have 2 options. Number 1, we could simply silence this creature so that it's a useless 2/4, but I don't think that's necessarily the best play that we could do right now. I don't want to use this because that's a little bit too much mana for what the cost is, and I can actually get rid of this right away and still get some health in. So I think I know what I'm going to do for this specific one. First off, we're going to kill this. And once again, guys, I am so sorry for the lag. Hopefully that'll be fixed in the next video. It's so funny, actually, is because I keep on having to try to make videos up. So we have that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to attack this Buzzard direct. We don't want that on the field if he has any other beasts, which I definitely don't want to have with this card. And we're also going to summon a Emperor Cobra. And once the animation plays, we're going to actually heal this guy back up to a 5/5. If he has another explosive shot, it's going to be dead anyway, even if he did any of these. So I'm going to probably go for this. Or, no, we can heal next turn. It's still a 5/3. And not only that, but the longer we can keep this on the field and continue its death rattle on effect, the better. So right now, we have massive board control. He can't really do anything to my character personally. And if he has another explosive shot, it's not going to take out any of these creatures right away. It's instead going to take a little while. We also have the fact that this guy will trade with any of the big monsters he summons. This guy will trade with any of the big monsters he summons. So all in all, these trades are just doing fantastic. Okay, that was a good play on his part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, first off, let's see what we can do. I could do Lord of the Arena, but I'm not going to do that. So let's go over what the play is going to be today. First off, I'm going to probably summon a Darkscale Healer to take out some of these creatures right away. So let's do the Darkscale Healer right now. It'll heal up all our creatures, and it'll heal me up too. There it goes. Now we have the board advantage. Now this guy's a 2/4 and not a 3/4, so we can actually take this guy out and not have to deal unnecessary damage to our biggest hitter. So let's get rid of that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to just trade with the Knife Juggler so that it's not on the board anymore. That will have board advantage again. Then we're going to heal up this Cobra so that it has a little bit better of a chance, and we're going to actually attack him directly. As 5 damage is nothing to sneeze at, and if we can keep this up, we have 2 big creatures, and next turn I can do Lord of the Arena. I can silence anything he has. I also have a deal 5 damage, restore 5 health if I need to. So it looks like we have a really great advantage. The only thing I could see him summon that might actually do bad for us is if he actually summons a King Crush, an 8/8 charge T-Rex. But then again, that's why I have the Emperor Cobra, which will allow me to take it out as quickly as possible. Now, I'm guessing what that card is it's a secret. I actually don't mind that being the card that he takes out. What we're going to do is we're probably going to trade damage this way. I also got a Fairy Dragon. We're going to probably play that next. Let's attack this first. I want to see what the secret is, and I'm guessing it might be a Smite, but we'll just see. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to attack him with a 2/1 and see if it's an Explosive Trap or Freeze Trap. Nope. And it looks like it's a Smite. Or a snipe. My apologies. So what we're going to do is we're going to bait out the snipe. First off, I'm going to summon the fairy dragon. So there's the snipe. It's going to take that out. And then we're going to summon Lord of the Arena. That way we can protect these big beefy creatures up. So we're going to end the turn. And now we have both hand advantage, as we have the same amount of cards in our hand, but we have better control, at least from what we can tell. He's at lower health than we are. We have more creatures on the board, and he just gave up. Congratulations, we just won. Yay! Our horrible priest deck is actually winning things. So, yeah, that was a great game, guys. I don't necessarily think there was anything I could have done better in that match, since I won the match pretty soundly, and yeah, I think the only thing that I could have done a little bit better was probably heal up the Demolisher at some point so that he didn't die when he targeted the light well. But at the same time, the fact that he had to waste that explosive shot on a 0-5 and a 1-2 is fantastic, and it actually got my game way ahead of him. So with that being said, tune in next time. We're going to be doing the next match. I'm going to figure out what the lag is doing, so hopefully next match we don't have any of that. So stay tuned and bye-bye.